Thank you, Al. How many minutes we have? 5 each?
About that, yeah.
Okay. I always like setting the big picture first, and I want to focus at this first round about how we see Europe's energy future and what are the challenges Europe faces today. So I'm going to very briefly talk about 10 points, 10 challenges. Number one, what's the first challenge we are talking in Europe? The discussion is how we will put an end, obviously, to Russian natural gas. I think that it's already an achievement, obviously, that Russian gas today is now less than 19%, if I remember well, of total European Union's gas imports. I also see the commitment of Commissioner Jorgensen, who said that European Union will not return to Russian gas. He actually said that this is the most difficult task of his tenure, irrespective of whether there will be peace or not. We will not go back to that. So let's see how by 2026, 2027, I think, this is going to be terminated. So that's challenge number first. Challenge number second is, and Mr. Fuller has talked about that, tackle high energy prices and also inflation. So what do we have here? We have the European Union that has already taken I would say, a very ambitious plan, which is the Affordable Energy Action Plan. The aim here is how we will cut energy costs, obviously, via market reforms, investments, or even crisis readiness. And here I would say the challenge lies more in execution. It definitely sends the right signal that in Europe we must have lower energy prices. I'm curious to see this model that Commissioner pushes. It's called Green Tripartite Agreement. So this is something new. It's an agreement between government, clean energy producers, and industries in order to provide more energy price stability and more investment security. Number three, and I'm sure here that there are a lot of people coming from the business sector, how we will maintain industrial competitiveness, not as a wishful thought, but something more tangible. We all know that Europe today is not, I would say, the most attractive place or the cheapest place to run, especially an energy-intensive factory. So when we talk about steel or chemicals or heavy industry, they face a structural handicap, I would say, compared to US or Asia. Therefore, affordable prices is indeed the foundation of competitiveness. And the point for me here is that industry needs clarity now, not in 5 years, let's say, from now. So how quickly will, for example, Europe deliver, let's say, 100 gigawatt by 2030 in renewables, which is the target, or how quickly we will electrify the industry, how quickly we will expand grids and interconnections. That's a second challenge. The fourth one is completing the the energy union. So what is this exactly? What the energy crisis revealed, I would say, is something that we all knew, but we didn't take it for granted, which is the fact that Europe was not truly as an energy union. And when we witnessed that, when the energy crisis came up with Russia, and then when we had the cut supplies. So in that case, I would say that we have made a progress during the last couple of years, because now every European country has access of at least two sources. We have new interconnections like Poland and Lithuania, or Greece, Bulgaria. I think that that's a huge step forward, but I think that we are only halfway there, because a real energy union is not just pipes. It means upgrading our cross-border electricity grids. If we want to have a freely flow of renewables, it means also pooling gas storage. So one country's reserves can back up neighbors in a crunch. It means also coordinating emergency plans. So we need to finish this job when we talk about completion of energy union. Number 5 is renewables. We have invested record, I would say, sums, around 110 billions just in 2023. And renewables have, for the first time, overtaken gas in electricity generation. I think that's historic. But again, we need to double it by 2030, which means how we will cut red tape, how we will accelerate permits, and keep investors confident.
Just to let you know that your time is nearly up and you're halfway.
Just headlines. The 6th is grids and storage. The 7th is the energy security versus climate goals. A lot of discussion here, if they are contradictory and how they can complement each other. Geopolitics, I would say, of course, as number 8, from OPEC, let's say, cuts to the possibility of tariffs under Trump administration. I think that global energy shocks, they can hit Europe overnight, and we should always have this in mind. The 9th is financing. I think that's very important, because the recovery funds, they gave us, of course, a big push, but they are already allocated. Also, we now need fresh capital, private capital, public capital, green bonds, whatever, because otherwise, the best targets, I would say, they will remain toothless. And the last one, for me, is also very important, is supply chain and innovation. At the moment, we import too much of the clean tech we need. So it's good that we have the Net Zero Industry Act. It's good that we have the Critical Raw Materials Act, but we must produce more things locally here in Europe. So to sum up, I think that if we can move on all these 10 challenges in Europe, Europe won't just survive the energy sector, but it can definitely lead on that.